I think I really understood it after the last class that we had in the spring. We were walking around, gleaning junk on the street, and we found this broken mirror lying on a sidewalk.
And you took a picture of it, and I saw us reflected in it, and it was nice to be next to you. I never wanted that semester to end.
On the night before you took the bus back home, I remember we watched Wet Hot American Summer on your tiny dorm bed, and I was still coming to terms with the fact that as we were sitting there, I wanted to touch you, to have some form of contact.
I just wanted to rest my head on your shoulder, but I knew that was too far. That was admitting that I liked you, that this was romantic.
You were with someone, so I just pushed and pushed it down.
My feelings for you were so strong, but I was loyal to my partner first, and I believed I could make my feelings go away over the summer with the distance.
You walked me back to my dorm and we hugged goodbye outside.
And you let go, but I wasn't ready to, and I hugged you again. Eventually, we parted.
And as soon as you left, I started crying.
Coming back sophomore year, I was nervous to see you again. I was nervous that we had lost our closeness. And immediately, when I saw you again in person, my feelings slammed into me, and I realized I had been deluding myself the whole summer. I broke up with my partner over winter break. I knew I needed to tell you how I felt. I was sure that the feelings weren't reciprocated, but clearly they weren't going away on my side, so in my mind, if I told you and you rejected me, then I wouldn't have to think about it anymore, and I could move on. I was shaking when I told you. Red-faced, couldn't look at you, arms feeling like they were floating away. My worst fear was that you would be so weirded out that we would stop being friends. But you were kind, and you understood, and you reassured me that this wouldn't end our friendship.
For so much of my life, I've constantly tamped down feelings, not just romantic ones. When I was younger, if I ever felt anything, I would beat myself until it was gone. I think because of that, I immediately thought about things like, how long will this last? How much pain would I feel when it ended? How much pain would I cause you? How would I mess this up so entirely that I would never recover? So I pulled back. I told you no.
At first, I didn't really feel it, but it hit me the next day. I thought after the initial pain of rejection, the crush would fade, but it got stronger.
I couldn't stop thinking about you, and I tried and tried to put it down, but I couldn't. Over time, I realized that I was just doing this to deny myself something that I wanted, that this was the same self-sabotage that I had done my whole life.
I remember that one night at Jalen and Kaya's dorm when we all got high and drunk. You put your arm around me and we cuddled, and later you fell asleep on me and we stayed the night on Jalen's bed. I was confused but hopeful.
I'm actually glad that I took those few weeks to sort through things. And you waited for me.
I remember when you texted me asking if I was free to hang out. I thought you seemed a little nervous. You were so cute.
I told you that I wanted to give it a shot. Not the strongest assent, I know, but you also know me and know that that's about how much I can muster in words. I honestly thought you were going to say no, that you were over it, that I had missed my chance. But you didn't.
My heart was beating so hard. I couldn't stop smiling. At first I thought we were moving too fast, and I was scared, and I felt all of that shame and internalized homophobia, but you made me feel safe. I didn't think that I would find someone who makes me forget that I hate my body, or whose touch makes me feel safe and warm and not dirty and wrong. But you do. I wanted to be vulnerable with you.
The first time we had sex, I just started sobbing and I couldn't stop. And at first I was feeling absolute shame. Like, this isn't right, I'm disgusting, my family would hate me for this. But then I started to think about how long I had hated myself for this, and how I never in a million years thought I could have this. And I remembered all of the people who I thought this would happen with and how many different ways my life could have gone, and just all I could think about was how glad I was that it was you.
I'm glad it was you. I think I overthink and overanalyze relationships a lot, and I get scared that I'm doing something wrong or that my feelings are fading, or that you'll leave me or I'll get bored. I'm scared that I'm poison, that I just like playing with people rather than actually caring about them, and that I can't feel real love, and my idea of love is warped and rotten. But this feels real.
You told me about your parents pretty soon after we first met. At least about when your dad died. I don't think I found out about when your mom passed until later. And I don't understand how the world can be so evil and impartial as to make someone as kind as you go through all the hurt and to think that in some tiny way that you're the poison there. But you're not. You're the kindest person I know, and my chest hurts when I think about what you had to go through, what you're still going through. But I know that you are the farthest from poison that you could possibly be. You're strong and open and giving, and my biggest fear is that I'll put more hurt in your life. But once, you told me that I made you feel safe, and that's all I want.
I'm so glad that you exist here on Earth right now and at the same time as me, and that you want to be a part of my life as much as I want to be a part of yours. Because I want to be with you, and I want to see you grow and change and become the person you want to be. And I want to help you there and be there with you and hold your hand. The future always feels really dark for me, and I can't see past tomorrow, and I'm living day by day. But with you, sometimes I feel like I get a glimpse of a future, and I like that.
I don't understand how you can be so tender with me, so kind to me, and I don't know how to process that. I don't know what to say or how to express my feelings, but my feelings are real, and I don't want to bury them anymore. I'm sorry that the only way I can even say these things right now is through a film, but I just get so scared sometimes that I feel like this is the only way that I can speak. Obviously, I'm still working through things, but I want to work through them with you. And I want you to do the same with me. Because I trust you. And I want to experience these things with you and figure them out with you, even if I'm scared. I see how far you've come and how much you've grown in the time that we've known each other. And even if we weren't together or weren't even close friends, I would still be so happy just watching you do all these things that you never thought you would achieve. I've spent my whole life wanting to not believe in God. But now I want to so badly because I want to think that your parents can see you now. Because I think that they would be so, so proud of you. I'm proud of you. I love you. I love you.